Vítor Pereira, the coach who connects with the community. As Vítor Pereira raises his glass of Asahi, he grins and says, "Gold, like our club." This is the color. The head coach of Wolverhampton Wanderers, known for his magnetic personality, has just taken a refreshing sip and is ready to dive into a captivating conversation at the Inn at Shipley, a cozy pub on the city's outskirts. Over the next hour, he shares stories that range from his early days as a lifeguard in his quaint hometown of Espinho, a charming fishing village south of Porto, to the intriguing twists of his career, including near misses with managerial roles at Everton and even Arsenal before Mikel Arteta took the helm. This is Pereira's first time at this local watering hole, but it feels like the perfect backdrop for his philosophy. First the points, then the pints. After all, celebrating victories with fans is a tradition he cherishes. You need to be with the people because you need to see the smiles. When I go to a pub, it's not just about the beer. Sure, I enjoy a good lager, Stella Artois is my go-to, but it's about connecting with the community, making them happy, and feeling their pride. That's my energy. I must go to a pub, it's part of the culture here. Since Pereira took over from Gary O'Neill in December, Wolves have experienced a remarkable turnaround, with only Liverpool and Newcastle achieving more Premier League wins during that period. "If I weren't a manager, I'd probably be an architect," he muses. "I love to create. Every time I join a new club, it feels like I'm cradling a baby, nurturing it to grow. It's like starting a new painting. Football allows me to express my creativity. If I weren't in this role, I might have pursued a career in art." At 56, Pereira carries an air of cool confidence, but he's candid about the sacrifices that come with management. "For the last 15 years, my wife has been both father and mother to our 3 sons, all in their 20s. I've missed so many important moments, birthdays, graduations. I don't want that life for my kids. We've endured a lot of tough times, often alone. I believe those experiences have made me stronger." He reflects on a particularly poignant moment from his coaching days in Brazil. "When the press asked me if I felt pressure, I told them about real pressure, my father battling cancer, my brother dying, my mother in tears. That's pressure. Football? It's just a game. The only pressure I feel is the one I put on myself because I strive to improve constantly. When I'm in the right mindset, I can create magic. Believe me, life on the move has its quirks. Sometimes I come home and wonder, where are my clothes? I can't even find the knives and forks. I'm constantly switching houses and cars. When my family talks during meals, my mind is often on football and I find myself lost in the conversation like I'm watching a movie but can't catch the plot. On match days, he's fully immersed. It's like playing a video game. You have to be in the zone. I tell my players, I'm playing too. You need to anticipate what's coming next. Sometimes I miss the goals because I'm so focused on the game. I remind them that warm-ups are as much mental as they are physical. I'm already in the game before it starts. That's why when we conceded against Fulham, it felt like a dagger to the heart. When Pereira took charge, Wolves were 5 points adrift of safety, but now, with 4 games left, including a challenging match against Manchester City, they could finish mid-table. They've won 6 consecutive top-flight games for the first time since 1970. New signings like Emmanuel Agbadou and Marshall Mianetsi have added to the positive atmosphere, but with potential departures looming, including captain Nelson Semedo, Pereira emphasizes the need for smart spending. "We don't need millions, we need intelligence. We can't waste money if we don't have a lot to spend." Before his coaching career, Pereira spent 15 years as a PE teacher, but his journey began as a lifeguard at the beach he still calls home. "Growing up, we lived in a basement because my father couldn't afford more. Every winter, the sea would flood our home and we'd have to rebuild. I felt embarrassed by the smell of damp clothes, but I was a happy teenager. That community gave me strength." He's living his dream, having known from a young age that he wanted to be a manager. "I always had clear goals, to coach in the Premier League, to win leagues in Portugal, and then abroad. I didn't come to England just to avoid relegation, I have bigger ambitions." Pereira radiates a sense of contentment. "I'm a man of the sea," he says with a smile. "I grew up just 50 meters from the beach. My friends from those days are still my friends today. When I'm by the sea, with a beer, a paper, and a pen, I feel at home. This is where I belong."